Okay, so we're just about to head up on our first backpacking trail. This is the Highlands backpacking trail in Algonquin Provincial Park. Here's the map. It's a 35-kilometer trail loop, and we're basically going to wind up doing about 15 kilometers down into Head Lake. So Arlene, if you want to point to where we are. We're here right now at the start end. We're going to be traveling along that loop. Apparently there's a nice lookout there. We're going to be going along here till the other side of Provoking and then down into Head Lake, and we'll find a campsite there. So basically the next day we're going to be heading around, coming around all that, and then possibly going up to the east side, the other side of the lake, Arlene.
We're camping on the west.
Or on the west side, sorry. And we're going to look for a campsite there, but we're going to try and at least get around the east side as well if we can and we got time. Okay. Okay, so it's June 15th and we're just heading out on the Highlands backpacking trail in Algonquin Provincial Park.
For our very first backpacking adventure.
Yes, so come on with us.
Let's go.
Day 1 kilometer in. This is some of the rock that we hiked up, and a little bit of a view. Okay, well, we just had we just had a couple people, a guy and a girl, come wandering down the trail, flailing their hands in the bugs. Kind of thought they were some day hikers at first, but apparently they were on one of the sites on Provoking Lake, and said that a mom and 3 cub came in and totally destroyed their campsite. So that's a bit scary. I don't know whether or not they had all their food and everything in there and that's what attracted them or what. but maybe we'll have a look and see what's up when we get there. We're still quite a ways away, so we'll see you later. So here's the waterfall. Hi, how you doing? Hello. And pretty cool. So all in all, some pretty flat trail. There's a couple of muddy spots, but all in all, not too bad. We're still a little concerned about this bear coming and her cubs up at Provoking Park, but I guess we'll sort of see and deal with that when we get there. We are going right of that over to Head Lake, so hopefully they'll be sort of out of the area or done whatever it is they're doing by the time we sort of get there. Now, the people did say the bear was a bit aggressive, but who knows if they were putting their food inside or whether they were hanging it up or what exactly they were doing at the time. So hopefully, you know, for the bear's sake, especially being a mother and cubs, that the poor thing doesn't get put down. But, you know, once they start encroaching onto campsites and learn that there's food there, that's usually the outcome, unfortunately. And the fact that there's a bunch of cubs, that's not a good sign. Well, looks like we've come to some kind of a road. Hey. Yeah, that's kind of random. But first loop, Highland backpacking trail. So I think we go this way. Well, this is just kind of some of the stuff. I guess this used to be part of a bridge that kind of fell apart. So Arlene's just trying to get over there, and we got to get up over there. So Arlene's having a bit of trouble. Up you go. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Okay, my turn. Woohoo! This is a little sketchy. Little sketchy. We made it. Whew! Back to the trail. So this is Starling Lake. Not very deep by the looks of things, but very beautiful. Be nice if there was a campsite on this lake. And the trail's back up that way, onward and upward. Okay, so we're coming up to the area where the bear was, the cubs were supposedly located. So we're just gonna kind of take it easy and hopefully there won't be an issue. You doing okay there, Arlene?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Mama's still there. I'm backing off. So just a little update after that. Wound up seeing Mama. I got a mosquito on my forehead. I quickly backed the heck off, let her have her space, and we made it around. There were another couple that were down there that were kind of afraid to go along the trail at the time, and as I was coming down towards the bridge, somebody else was blowing a horn. So I don't know if they were on another site and she moved in on them or what, but God, I really hope that she doesn't get put down for this. The minute that I saw her, I didn't push the situation. I just gave her the space. No means in getting myself injured. I was quite a distance away when I saw her. Zoomed the camera in, but I was still more than, I don't know what the distance was. Don't really want to estimate it. Anyway, I'm getting chewed alive by mosquitoes here, so I'll catch you later. Yeah, how you're staying bug free, I don't know, but eat some more of those mosquitoes, will ya? Okay, so we've pretty much come in, done the 3.8, bug off, black fly. Or is that a bee? Come in, done the 3.8, and we've come down, and we're now at the start of this second loop. And we'll probably be staying over here on head. So we got 7.1 kilometers still to go. Trekking on. We're here on the lookout. Kind of nice. A lot of trees though, so it does kind of block your view a bit, but still quite a nice nice little view, nice place to rest. Bugger and a half getting up here though. Well, I haven't done much trail footage, so it's a little bit of a flat spot, so I figure we'll try and do a bit. It's been pretty heavy ups and downs ever since we crossed the bridge. So knee is starting to act up. My left knee, I partially tore my ACL in that knee, and it's been giving me a little bit of trouble. So I'm just trying to go do a little more with my right, going up hills and whatnot. It is predominantly my dominant leg, so it was kind of the worst leg to actually injure. The mosquitoes have just been out in absolute force. I think between my sister and myself, we've probably finished off about 3/4 of a bottle of bug spray. So good thing is we brought lots, and we also have our bug jackets should we need. The black flies really have been, for the most part, non-existent. I've had a couple of nibbles, but other than that, I'm not really going to complain. So, lots of frogs just all over the floor here, and they just kind of scare you a bit. You're about to put your foot down, and there they go, hopping right by it, and it's like, dude, I'm trying to go down a hill here. Get out of the way. So, but like I said earlier, we're past the lookout, and we're just making our way down towards Head Lake. Okay, so we were pretty much out of water, and just came across this waterfall. It's pretty awesome. We just took a short little break, got some water, had a nice little tumble on the way down, and this is from Head Lake, again, all the way down into Head Creek. There's an actual portage that runs right along here as well. Our campsite, hopefully, should just be around the corner. Hey, well, we're finally set up here. And I'll admit, I am plumb tired. This 15K was... 16K was perhaps a little overzealous on our part, but Provoking Lake was pretty much all booked when we booked this trip. And I've done some 10K day hikes, stuff like that, with some hills. But today, and I'm doing my best, I'm pretty big on the cuss words, but and I'm trying to, at least for the video purposes, cut it or keep it to a bare minimum. But this day kicked my ass. So I'm just sitting down here with some Sour Patch Kids, trying to get some energy, some water, and against my sort of better judgment, although I really don't feel like eating it, I basically heated up the spaghetti and meat sauce. So I'm a big spaghetti person, so I'm kind of hoping that, you know, it comes through, because I really kind of need the calories. So anyway, the meal that I've chosen is the Mountain House spaghetti and meat sauce. I love this thing. That and lasagna. The lasagna is for tomorrow. And pretty much for every trip, I bring it at least once. Sometimes I'll mix it up and bring some, like the last trip we brought some mashed potatoes and some, sidekicks? Yeah, brought some of those, and they were pretty good. Got a new pot, the GSI Hololight 1.8. That thing is super fantastic. It managed to do both our meals, and a little bit left over that I could probably make a coffee, although I'm so tired, I'm not feeling it tonight. Maybe a little later, I don't know. But right now, I just sort of want to take a break. So anyway, we'll get back to you in a little bit. Head Lake closing day. Generally at this time we wind up doing, or we at least try to do our best and worst parts about the day. So let's try and get this a little better. Let's, for all intents and purposes, start with the worst. Definitely, as I said, sorry for the swatting. It's still pretty mosquito-y. You could probably see them buzzing in the background. Definitely, damn it. Check. Cut. So the worst action. So the worst part of my day, basically, I would have to say about, I guess, not due to any fault of our own, but over-exaggerating the amount of distance that we would be able to do in a day. We did do it, but pretty much it took everything out of us. A lot of beautiful sights, but it definitely hit us hard. The other thing, I guess the worst, and isn't necessarily for me, but those two campers that had all their gear ransacked by the bears, kind of do feel for them. Arlene, how about your worst?
The worst is the bugs. Oh my goodness.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'd have to say the bugs are just really insane, and I would have to agree, like the bear. It's kind of scary knowing that we're going to stay on in that area tomorrow. That is where we're hiking to, and you know, we don't want to see anything happen to the bear. And it's a mom that has 2 cubs, and she's doing what she can to protect it, but unfortunately, it's probably going to be a really bad outcome at the end of this for the mother and the 2 cubs.
Good.
Good. Is there any good about today?
Come on, there's got to be some good.
We're at a campsite and it's set up.
That's true. There were quite a few good views. I wouldn't necessarily say good, but kind of cool. I did get that picture and a little bit of video with the mother bear. I was quite a distance away, and it was zoomed in. I was definitely not going anywhere near that situation. Outside of that, as much as I said this trail kind of kicked our ass, it definitely was sort of prove your worth. There were a lot of times, if there was a tap out button, I was pretty close to pushing it, but kept pushing on and made it. Now outside for me, this is pretty much only about, I don't know, 6 kilometers more than my max hiking in the past. But definitely, like, you know, with a full pack and the distance that we did travel with the ups and downs was definitely the hardest day that I've ever had hiking so far. Any good things for you, for Arlene?
We're halfway done. Yay!
Yeah, halfway done.
So I've never actually backpacked. The most that I've done is like 3 kilometers, and that would be without a pack on. So I'm proud that I've done the 16 kilometers and I'm here, and hopefully tomorrow has absolutely no hills, and there's an animal across the lake from us.
Where?
The block in the water. Directly diagonal from us, block in the water. But yeah, that would be my my best part, is that I've actually did it, and I didn't think that I was going to, because I did not feel well at all earlier today.
Okay, so we're pretty much going to sign off. for most part tonight, it's getting dark and we're beat. So we'll probably be heading to bed very shortly. I'll talk to you later, guys. Okay, it's a little before 9. We're all packed up and just heading off. It's a pretty dang good site. It's like the second one from the end on Head. We're headed to Harness now. So if you're ever doing the trail, this is a good one. It's a little bit of a downhill towards the water, but all in all, pretty good site. So, okay, we'll catch you in a bit. Some of the stuff you walk across. Like a bridge over muddied water. Kinda cool. Okay, uphill, gotta put you away. Another one of the bridges over some kind of marsh or creek. Some kind of sketchy parts. Whoops. And you even get a lopsided, wobbly bridge. But it's not too bad. This is day 2, Arlene, by the way. Day 2, Harness Lake. Not exactly sure what that is, whether that's some kind of mushroom or what, but kind of cool. Another little marshy bog kind of area. Ooh, wobbly log. Whew. Made it. Hey, well, we pretty much finished Harness Lake. We just passed that, the last campsite on Harness, so which means the 4.2 kilometers was done basically in an hour and 15 minutes. They call for an hour and a half. So the terrain has been a lot better today. A few ups and downs, but they're not as steep as they were yesterday. Arlene's joking that if the trail stays like this, she might enjoy hiking again. So anyway, we've got a 8-kilometer hike back to that other loop, and then we'll sort of give a call and see what we're going to do about camping tonight, whether we're going to do that with the bear situation, what's been done, or we're going to hike out the extra 4K, which would put us probably at a 20K hike out for the day, which I'm not kind of looking forward to, but I'm not interested in a black bear roaming around our site either. So I'll update you on that if and when I can get a hold of Algonquin Park and find out what's been done with the bear, and we sort of make a decision. So I'll get back to you then. Well, mosquito circle. That's definitely correct. Sort of nice little waterfall here. Just stopped, filtered some more water. Just because, not that we were out, but just wanted to make sure we didn't run out. I'm not sure where the next water source is. And for those of you that are interested, I'm using the Sawyer squeeze. Okay, catch you next time. Well, we've passed the creek, and this trail on the other side of Mosquito Circle is just boggy after boggy after boggy, muddy stuff. So we're kind of making our way through it, and get back to you next time. Okay, so we wound up making it to the first loop. I got some cell signal and just an update. I got a hold of my dad and everything. Got a hold of Algonquin at Mew Lake, and apparently the bear is still an issue in the area. Excuse me, and got into some other campers' packs today as well. So Arlene and I have discussed it. We've, although our bodies really don't want to, we're gonna hike out just to be on the safe side. It's not worth taking the chance for. Unfortunately, that means another 5 to 7 kilometers, but again, better safe than sorry. So we've popped a bunch of ibuprofen, and for those that don't know, yes, for a hiker, that is a performance enhancing drug. Little miracle worker. Anyway, I'll catch you guys a little later. Okay, so we're back down pretty much to where the bear was. We're just got to pass that and get out. So hopefully he's not on the trail like yesterday. Okay, wish us luck.